Hey guys, welcome back to the Mantle of the Spirit. I'm Miguel.
And I am Dustin.
We just wanted to jump on here and do a real quick video of things that are happening, um, different things that we're doing, different platforms, just to give you a few updates. So, Dustin, what's the update?
No, so we have a few things that we are working on. We don't want to just leave you in the dark like we did last time. Uh, that was very unprofessional of us. So this time we're going to give you a full update. So the update that I'm going to give you is we are working on a new website. Um, we are working on an app, which some of you, if you've listened to us before, some of you may know. If you are returning or if you are a new listener, then well, there you go. We are also working on a shop to get things moving as well.
Yes.
Um, we have well, that shop will be integrated into the new website. So, same, it will be the same handle. The website that we currently have is still active, but the one that we are making will be under the same URL, but it's not live just yet. We probably still have a couple more months on it, I would say, or a couple more weeks on it. Depends on how it works. Um,
I'd give it.
no, I wouldn't give it a week because there's still a lot that we got to do. I'd give it to the end of
He
June.
means that there's still a lot Dustin has to do because y'all know he can't leave it alone.
Yeah, no, no. I will say this. I haven't gone back to change anything. I've added
That's your favorite thing to do.
what is to add?
Yes.
No,
He's like,
I'm actually pretty
we
confident.
could do this way. Oh, we could do this. Oh, look what I can do. Oh, I can do this. I'm gonna do that. He likes new opportunities.
I do, but I don't like to. I always try and find the next like big thing. If I know that there's something better than what the program I have, then
That's
I'm
the
gonna
ADHD mind. You're like, ooh, what's this button do? Oh, I
ex-
can do that.
exactly. Uh, but yeah, that's all I have. You want to talk about the store? Give more info on the store and what you have that's personally gonna
I
go.
no information about the store. Um,
Well, what's going on in the
at
store?
this time, I meant just
There's that big secret that you've been keeping.
oh
That's
that one.
yeah, that's gonna go to the store.
That was gonna go in the store. So for at least about a year now, the Lord has been telling me to do something, and it took me a long time to figure out how that was going to work, and I did like little pieces of it, and then I was very much not happy with what came out, and so I'd have to restart around and revamp it and do all these things. But I am writing a book,
Mhm,
and that's also going to be in the store.
mhm.
Once the book is completely finished and published, it is going to for the members who are in
The website.
the membership is oh yeah
Yeah.
yeah
So
for the membership on the website.
I'll give a quick update after you're done on the
Yeah,
members.
you guys will get 10% off of the actual price, maybe 15, who knows.
Yeah.
And it is going to be a Christian fantasy novel. I'm really big with fantasy, love Harry Potter, love all these things, but um, in the Christian community, sometimes we struggle because we like these kinds of things, but not everything that we like aligns with our faith. And so, someone who really appreciates the fantasy genre or any kind of reading, to be honest, I read all sorts of things, and I wanted to do something that was safe for believers to kind of take part in everything that we love about fantasy and everything that we love about exploring new worlds and doing that, but and making it godly and making it so that it's not, for lack of better terms, lame. And
Yeah.
I think we've discovered that, like within the Christian community, like from music to TV shows to books,
Mm,
um, it didn't have to be just boring and generic
yeah.
because it was Christian. And I think
Yeah.
the people like C.S. Lewis and
Mm,
even Dallas Jenkins of The Chosen,
yeah.
and God is really putting in into the kingdom creative minds to kind of give out the option
Yeah.
So that way, people who of the faith can still enjoy these things. There's a dark romance writer that I
Mm,
follow. She's Christian based, and she's like, I love dark romance. She said, but when I became a Christian, she said there were certain things I knew I couldn't read anymore. She said, so it kind of took away the love of the genre,
mhm.
and so she started writing it herself.
Huh.
And so, I mean, I think God is doing some great things with that, and that's a little bit of what we have in, just a little bit of what we have in store. Um, I'm gonna let you say your update, and then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give the next one.
Okay, so the back to the website, there will be a members tab. Now, the members tab will have benefits. So like Miguel said, it might be a 10% here or a 15% here, but there will be three types of memberships. So there will be your silver tier, your gold tier, and your platinum tier. Um, those tiers are going to be based off of what you want to do, like how you want to support us. We're still working out the quirks in it because there's a lot that we want it to be fair. We don't
Yeah,
want it, oh, give me $50 a month and it's you only get this. No, we want it to be fair to everybody, that even when you're struggling you can still afford it. And even when there will also be a even if you are struggling, I said that wrong. I apologize. No, that I meant it as more of, if you are struggling with financial wise, and say you don't have that $5 for the gold, for example, $5 for a gold membership, there will
been
be,
there.
exactly. So
I wanted
you
some from the gas station today, and I
exactly
had only $2.
exactly
It's not happening.
exactly. I want to be able, we want to be able to give you, like, say, oh well, I ain't got that $5. Well, even if you get kicked out from the gold membership, one, you'll be able to go back to it, and two, you'll be able to, even on the free membership, you'll still get benefits. It may not be like the 15% or the 25% or the 50%, but you'll still get benefits.
And everything, including the gospel. I mean, the gospel with us, the gospel's free. No one's
Yeah.
paying for that.
No.
You don't have to pay X amount of money to get to listen to the mini series and
No, no.
this, that, and the other.
Everything will be free. When we say membership, we mean more of store things. So like the stuff that's gonna be in the store, stuff like that. We're never going to charge you to listen to the gospel.
Absolutely never.
So uh,
And
that's the last update that I have, other than the rest of the week.
I have another thing.
Okay.
I'm a creative, y'all. If y'all can't figure that out,
Hmm.
so like, Dustin's logical.
Yes, I'm very logical.
He's not creative in the sense of taking making something from nothing. He's creative in the sense of design. Like, okay, well, here's the website. I can design it like this, and I
Hmm.
can do that. That's Dustin's creativity.
Yeah.
Um, Mine is like, oh look, I got a poster board and cut up pieces of paper. I just made the map to my book.
Hey, listen, I will say though,
But he helped
I did,
yesterday.
I did.
You
Right?
listen. He helped because Dustin
I can
knows
picture.
things about like climates
Yeah.
and things that I just really don't. I just don't know things about that. So like one thing about it, and my fantasy lovers, we love a map that makes sense, right? Because like obviously with our Christian beliefs lining up, my book does not have magic in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I lied. It does. Just
Not witchcraft.
not. No, it is, but it's more enemy based.
Okay.
It's more. You'll have to read it to find out. I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell y'all. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so like most fantasies, like, oh, we can explain why this is. Well, why does this happen? I don't know. It's magic, and then like they use it as like. So I wanted to make sure like the map made sense, that they weren't walking in a forest straight into an ice tundra. Like, so he was actually helping me. Like, hey, just because I'm north doesn't mean there has to be an ice, right? And so we had a fun time doing that. But before then, you looked at me like I was crazy with my little pieces of paper,
Oh, I did.
and because I was sitting there just cutting up regular paper, just cut it up in little pieces.
I thought
He was like, "You're insane."
well, yeah, I thought you were just bored and you were like, I'm just gonna do this.
Nope.
But no, maybe we can figure out something. Maybe we'll give a sneak peek somewhere.
100%.
Um,
And so, but we have that.
yeah,
Then we have candles,
we have pillows.
pillows. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming.
Yes, and it's great. It's gonna be coming. I don't want to give a too big of a timeline, but it
Yes.
is coming very, 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 very soon. So, um, be sure to check that out. The same website is still up. The mantle of the spirit ministries.com. That is still up.
And also, like, drop a comment on things that you might like to see.
Yeah,
Like on like products that you think would be cool. Like we want to know like what our listeners kind of like and things like that. If we can make it happen, we'll make it happen.
exactly.
As long as God is opening the doors and will allow us to do certain things, then
And
we will definitely do that.
plus, maybe in the future you send a suggestion and be like, "Hey, I want, can I get a custom made shirt?"
Or a
Mm,
tumbler.
or a tumbler. You never know. We might
I like tumblers.
we'll definitely work out something. We're not gonna be this company that, oh well, we're only gonna sell you the product that we want. No, we're gonna allow the community. And plus, I think it would be really nice to be able to have that community surrounded us.
I was just gonna say, I was like, that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
To have a community and things like that, as well as Mantle of the Spirit is gonna be taking a big change in direction. There's a lot of different things that are
God is leading.
that God's leading. That there's a lot of things that are opening for us, and um, it's gonna take a change. It's gonna, you guys are gonna gradually see it. One of those updates for that is we do have a new schedule of when we are releasing.
Mhm.
So we are going to be releasing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Uh,
You'll be getting 2 episodes
two
each.
episodes a day.
Yes. So you'll be getting 6 episodes throughout the week. And
Yes.
said and the reason that we're doing that is, since God has, in last episode, since God has really changed our hearts, as in the way that we do this podcast,
Yeah.
because eventually we want to own a church. We want God to be able to bless us with a church ground where everybody can come and talk to us face to face. um but we God has put onto our hearts really to move this in a certain way where we're going to do mini series, however you want to call it. You can call it sermons, you can call it mini series, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but we're going to call it sermons, I think. um More than likely, I think that's what God's really leading to.
It's gonna be conversational uh uh sermons where no, not really sermon, but like more like study. And we're gonna s- be able to reach in more
Yeah.
into certain topics, and we're gonna be able to, instead of just doing a 45-minute episode and trying to fit in a whole bunch of stuff, where we will be able to deep dive to dig deeper down into God's word and really be able to um, talk about these things, that need to be talked about,
Yeah.
without a rush, without forgetting things, because so many conversations that we have on the sidelines of us just, saying like, "Dang, I had so much more to say about that," or "Oh, I wish I would have said this," or "I wish I could have said this," and it allows us to kind of slow the conversation down, really, really get down to the facts, and really be able to um, look at everything and examine everything for what it is, um, without having to feel rushed. So,
Yeah, definitely. I think at the end of the day, God's doing a lot of great things. And the one last update, I forgot to tell you about this. The one last update,
surprise.
yeah, right. One last update that we're gonna do is every Sunday you will be getting a 10 to 15 to 20-minute episode, like an update episode, like how you got this today, just to kind of keep you guys in the loop on how that week went, what we're doing, give you more updates. just to kind of to engage with everybody.
And
Not
along with newsletters.
yes,
When
we
we do our
are.
newsletters, we got to figure
Yes,
out how that works. Because let's say if we get, let's just say, 300 people sign up for a newsletter, we not sending 300.
well, it's automated. That's the nice thing about.
That's what I'm saying. We got to figure out how it works,
Yeah.
how to make sure that it aligns with the website where it goes out on time.
Yes.
It's all new to us, So we're learning as we're going. We're learning. We learn something new. You get something new. We learn some more stuff. You guys get more stuff.
Exactly.
And
And
as we learn, you guys get.
exactly. So, towards the end of this year, you'll most likely. Uh, I don't want to give you, that far in advance, but I will say the app that we are working on, trying to get in contact with a few companies about it, trying to figure out the right pricing and stuff like that. God has blessed both myself and Miguel with, the ministry, but also jobs outside of the ministry that's going to then eventually lead into the ministry. I don't think that he's doing things for a reason, and it's like I always say, we gotta have a mustard seed.
That is what
So
I
what?
I'm not going to tell you guys because it's not yet. I can't tell this yet, but I forgot to tell you
Mm,
before we tell them.
yeah.
I
Okay.
gotta tell you.
Okay. Well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Not
It's
episode. It's an update.
update episode. How about that? Um, yeah, exactly. But no, you'll be receiving these every week, every Sunday, probably around 6 o'clock, every day, or not every day, but every Sunday. So, anyways, I hope everybody had a very great Sunday, a very blessed Sunday. I hope God blessed you in some sort of way. Uh, Miguel, is there anything else you would like to add before we get off?
Nope, that's it. But
Okay.
we hope you guys stay blessed, and we will see you later.